King Cobra.
Yo, what's up, family? This is another episode of the Urban Retrospect. We're going to talk about cigars this week, a black-owned cigar company I think, y'all going to like. First off, we're going to do the intro, so everybody just give a little short, quick intro. Once again, I'm your host for today. My name is Wesley Newell, coming out of Nashville, Tennessee, from Alabama. Let's bring it over to Ken. Say what's up to the people, Ken.
How y'all doing? It's Ken Cloud, man. Here to give our review. Y'all stay blessed.
All right, Perrin.
Hey, this is P from Tennessee, living in Florida. I'd like to say what's up to everybody in my family.
All right, Scott Jones.
This is Scott Jones representing Hendersonville, Tennessee, right outside of Nashville, Tennessee. And I have to, once again, tell everybody to please arrest the police officers that killed Breonna Taylor.
There you go.
Lock them up!
Lock him up.
All right. Let's bring it down to Ramsey, a.k.a. Silky Draws James. I can't say it. Silky Draws. What's up? Tell the people what's up.
Hey, what's going on? Ramsey James representing Nolensville, right outside of Nashville, originally from Florida. Glad to be here.
All right. Next, we got the Kentucky State Al Bundy.
Right.
What's up, Greg?
What's up? How's everybody tonight? Greg Jones. I live in Cincinnati by way of Indianapolis, Indiana. We'll have a good time tonight. I'm looking forward to the conversation.
All right. And then last but not least, we got the person that represents Manchester, Tennessee. Tell them what's up, 3.
ATL 3 by way of Manchester, Murfreesboro, every corridor in between Chattanooga, Nashville, and back to the A again. Hey,
Yes,
just
sir.
here to let you know how real aficionados do it in the A.
All right. Aficionado. He can have it. His driver license said Tennessee, though. All right.
Does it say Manchester or does it say Murfreesboro?
It just says him because he's the only one where he is.
Yes.
I pay taxes in all 3 places.
Wow.
Think about it.
That's right.
All right. Let's go ahead and jump into the review. This week, we decided we're going to review some cigars because most of us are cigar smokers and stuff. So we kind of want to support a black cigar company. And this week we did Black Star Line Cigar. We'll drop it off and let's get this thing started. Ramsey, tell me what you thought about the cigar.
Let me tell you, I haven't been smoking cigars that long, but however, the War Witch from the Black Star Line Cigars was the first one I tried, and it was definitely a smooth cigar. One thing about the shipping came on time. Everything arrived. It was packaged nicely in a nice package for cigars to keep them fresh. I just thought that for what I got, the price point was good. But again, the War Witch was my favorite out of the pack. and definitely am a new fan of Black Star cigars.
All right. Big G, tell us what you thought about these cigars.
I thought that I'm gonna piggyback off of Ramsey. I thought the packaging was nice. I was able to smoke the bourbon one, and it was a real good smoke. I'm not a connoisseur of cigars or anything, but I do know smooth when I feel smooth. So I felt like the bourbon cigar was real smooth. I'm looking forward to ordering more from them. The packaging was nice. It was delivered on time, and actually, I used the packaging to add some other cigars to it because I don't have a humidor yet. So definitely a thumbs up for Black Star cigars.
All right. 3, tell us about the cigar.
As a whole, I tried the variety pack, and I found them all interesting. They are all good taste. Some were peppery. Some had, were light. You can tell they were more entry level cigars. But the full bodied cigars, I would put them on the level of competing with, dare say it, a Gurkha type of level as far as the quality of the cigars. You know what I mean? It was really good, and I definitely would try more. I'm actually looking at placing another order here shortly. So it's a quality cigar for the price point. It's really good.
All right, Ken. You next.
Traditionally, man, I like the infused cigars, man. Like anything with a coffee, a nice coffee flavor. Really, that was my entry level, and I'm still there, and that's what I like. So for me, I got the variety pack like 3. That bourbon, we have actually, so everybody, we have a bourbon drink, an alcoholic drink that we're gonna preview in the coming weeks. But I paired the bourbon with that cigar. It was so smooth, boy. I dipped the tip in that bourbon and took me some pulls. And I remember my mom was sitting there because we were just outside on my deck. She was like, "You really enjoying yourself, huh?" I said, "Yeah, yes, I am right now." So,
Nice.
you know what I'm saying? That was real cool. One of the things that I thought was very professional, because I've never ordered cigars before. I've only gone into the shop to purchase them. Was that it came with the little packs? As a matter of fact, I think like everybody, I have it here.
The humidor
It
wet
came
pack.
with the humidity control pack already
Yeah.
inside. So I thought that was really good. That was really smart. I don't know if that's typical, but it was nice to see that come like that. So I mean, and to me that even they're prepared for the casual smokers like I am, like a lot of us are. So I thought they definitely won some points with me when it comes to that. And my last thing is really the professionalism with the shipping and the timing. I mean, I think we keep hearing that because so many of us have experienced not knowing where our orders are. But I ordered it; it was here within a week. It was less than a week, and I was notified along the way. So whenever I see the professionalism, I like it, and you'll get my business again just from that.
Okay, Scott, I see you smoking one right now.
Look at
Yes,
him.
I
There you
am.
go.
Yes, I am. I'm actually smoking on the one that Ramsey was just talking about, and that is the War Witch. And as you all know, I'm not a big cigar smoker, but I know since this was something that we decided to review, I thought I would partake, and it's no complaints. Very smooth. Let me back up as far as the ordering process. Very easy, no problems. Cost wise, no issues. Like Kendrick said, this is my first time ever purchasing something and having them shipped cigars. I've purchased cigars, just walking into the cigar shop. So everything was nice. let me, while I have the package right here in front of me, let me just get a quick shout out to them. They're on Instagram, Black Star Line Cigars, and on Facebook, Black Star Line Cigars. So definitely check them out. But yeah, very smooth packaging, very professional. Like Kendrick says, I have the little packet on the inside to keep everything fresh. So I'm a fan. Thank you.
Cool. And just to piggyback what Scott says, at the end of this presentation review that we're going to give at the end of the episode, we're going to have the information attached to either the description or a slide at the end of the show. Okay, next, we got Perrin. Tell us what you thought about a cigar, Perrin.
So yeah, I'm not a big cigar smoker like Scott, but I like to sit and chill and smoke one with my boys, Wes Ken, and when we come back to homecoming. So I did like the lighter one, man. So definitely, I would definitely smoke another one again. It was smooth. It wasn't too much. It wasn't overpower. So yeah, I would definitely smoke it again.
Okay, that's good. With me, I was a personal. I'm a personal cigar smoker. Well, I kind of slowed down and I kind of picked it back up in the summertime. This summer, I ordered the El Milagro Mexican San Andreas. They came 5 in a pack. When I bought it, they were around like $60. So it's around $12 a cigar. I thought the cigar smoked very, very smooth, like everyone else said. Usually I drink like a rum or a bourbon with it. And so I smoked it with either or. I had some rum and some bourbon, and it was very, very smooth. You know, sat there on my deck. I liked the packaging when they came in, very professional, the emails, the follow-up. And I felt like, you know, this might be my new go-to. Because, you know, sometimes you go in a cigar lounge and you see a bunch of cigars, and you kind of like, okay, which one should I pick? Which one should I pick?
Right.
And then, you know, some places are now, if you don't have their cigars, they'll charge you like a sitting fee. Mm-hmm. So, you know, so this is probably gonna be my new go-to, because, you know, I can order it, bring it home, sit out on the deck, smoke and relax while I drink a bourbon, or rum. So this is gonna be my no go-to, and I'm probably gonna order some more. So I seem like this is the first one we got where everybody got a consensus.
Right.
Wow.
Hey, man. Hey, when you make something that's good, that's what happens, man. I'm not
gonna
That's true.
You know, and the other thing though is we sampled, we had different cigars that we all smoked.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and to get that clear of a consensus, I mean, you know, that's good.
Cool. Well, so I guess everybody gonna give them the fist up.
All right, now.
I got you. No.
Unanimous.
The first unanimous product.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah.
The first unanimous product.
Man, your stuff better be terrible, really, for me not to support it, honestly. You know, I'm trying to support regardless. So,
all right, cool.
You better be super terrible.
Right. Hey, you know it's smooth. You know it's smooth if Ramsey said, yeah, because you know what he said about the underwear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Filthy Slim over here.
Hey, since hey, I got the underwear on now, though. Put some fabric softener on them joints.
Oh my God.
All right.
I would show you, but it's a family show. I ain't gonna show you.
You learn a lot. Wes use a Luther.
Wait. Do you mean Big Luther? Little Luther? Or did you mean Luther?
Ramsey used fabric softener.
That boy
He said Luther.
He said a Luther. Right.
Big Luther or Little Luther?
I don't even know what it is. I don't even use it.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's same.
Well, you need to use a fabric softener on that collar.
I don't laugh at that. Hey, G.
Oh, bounce.
Oh my goodness. You need that little.
Hey,
Hey, that don't even look like a V-neck. That look like an oval neck.
I just bought this.
What was that commercial? And you looked amazingly comfortable.
Oh, hey man. Hey, at least I ain't trying to get in my jersey.
Hey, I got time to get out like TSU.
Red on.
35 seconds. TSU. It's Kentucky this week. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I represent that green and gold.
Hey,
Yeah, I knew it was coming. That's why. Don't make me put on the helmet again. Oh my God.
Oh, Lord, Al Bundy reincarnated.
Throw the helmet.
He said Al Bundy.
If you want to talk about football, which school got the most Hall of Famers in the NFL?
Ooh.
Okay, we get you. Okay.
Who got the most Hall of Famers?
It's all right. There's enough room. There's enough room for everybody.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we all good.
TSU Hall of Famers.
I love it.
What you sipping on right now, Greg? Big G?
This is y'all ain't gonna just laugh me out the box, man. This is Evan Williams honey. Pretty good.
Okay. I never seen that.
What you sipping on? Oh, you said you sipping on something.
It's pretty good.
What about Q3? What you sipping on?
This is a little Hendrix and homegrown mint with a splash of seltzer.
A homegrown mint. You hear throw that in? You got a little
Hey, three.
Hey, make sure you put that in that bag, and when I bring you that bourbon,
Right.
I want some of that mint.
Yes,
And my water, some water with some cucumbers and some lemons.
Oh yeah,
and some ginger.
It grow like wildfire. Hey, I get something to put in the ground.
Y'all bougie.
All right.
Y'all want to do liver water and cucumber in your liquor.
Infused.
He said infused.
Some of us are not from Cottondale, Alabama. We do have
Today we have a special guest, Eric Bay from Black Star Line Cigars. You know, he was gracious enough to let us come through and give him an interview and just to pub up his product even more. We all liked it. As you all saw, we all gave him all fist up. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. I'll let Ken, you start it off.
All right. Once again, Eric, I want to say thank you for taking time out your busy day, to speak with us. You told me about the busy life going on right now, and I definitely feel for you because I'm in the same boat most of the time. I want to start this interview off by, I told you had a quote in one of your interviews that I found very, very interesting. And that quote was, "I'm allergic to bad business."
Yes.
All right. Yeah. That resonated with me because that's a big part of the reason why we started this show. The most notable negative opinions of Black-owned businesses, it's the poor customer service. And, we felt that just because you're Black or a Black-owned business, that doesn't automatically mean that we should excuse poor customer service. So, we wanted to highlight those businesses that we had an excellent product and an excellent product experience with. So could you explain to us or go a little bit more in depth as to why it's so important for you to be allergic to bad business?
Well, when you're dealing with bad business, and it doesn't matter if it's a white business, Black business, it puts a stain on the brand, and that's pretty much what I'm totally trying to avoid. I don't want anything negative associated with the brand. I don't want for people to say that the cigars are bad, the tobacco is bad. I don't want them to say the customer service is bad. So I go out of my way to make sure that, we ship within 24 hours of an order, to make sure I respond to anybody that's corresponding with me, whether they reach out to me on DMs on IG, or they send me emails. So as a matter of fact, a customer sent me an email late last night, and I responded back to him right then and there, and he responded back like, "Man, I didn't think you was going to respond that fast. Thank you," because he had some questions about the cigars, and I cleared those questions up right away, and then he turned around and ordered. So the doing good business and providing good customer service that helps to create repeat customers, because once that word of mouth gets around that you'll get your product fast, the product is good, the people that work for the company are great, it provides longevity for your business, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for to be here for the short term. This is a long-term game for me. So the practice of good customer service and good business up front leads on down to a long road of successful business for Black Star Line or anybody else that's in business.
Okay, cool. So I saw that you've only been smoking cigars for about 6 years.
Yeah, roughly. Mm-hmm.
And how did you start from smoking cigars 6 years ago? Because I've been smoking for like 10 years to starting a business.
Yeah.
And that's kind of wild.
Yeah, a lot of people
Can you explain the passion for that?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people that know me know when I take a liking to something, I really dive head deep into it, and I really learn everything I can about it. So I like smoking cigars. I started smoking in the firehouse, and I enjoyed the experience outside of the cigar making my stomach really upset. But outside of that, I continued to smoke cigars, and I really enjoyed them. So when I found out that I really enjoyed it, then I would smoke all kinds of different cigars, different strengths, different brands. I would never smoke anything that was the same. Then basically, while I'm smoking the cigars, I will be either reading about that cigar or I will be reading about another cigar. So I was becoming a cigar nerd day by day, a tobacco nerd. So that's how I really got my palate up to par, and because my palate is arguably better than some people that have been smoking twice as long as me. But I smoke a lot. Sometimes I'm smoking all day long, especially if I'm in sample mode. Well, I'm trying to figure out what my next blend is going to be. I could literally be smoking all day long. So I spend a lot of time. So it's like exercising. Your muscles don't get big if you don't go work out. So it's the same thing with cigars and developing your palate. If you're not smoking and smoking different things, then it's not gonna develop. So you got to do that exercise and sit down and enjoy the cigars and see what you can get out of them.
Okay. So how's your business been with this pandemic going on with COVID?
Fortunately for me, it's been good.
That's great.
Unfortunate, due to people that are passing away and that type of thing and getting sick. But we experienced a boom in online business when COVID hit, because everybody's at home, and everybody either, unfortunately, is sitting around drinking beer or some kind of spirit and smoking something, whether it's marijuana, cigars, cigarettes. So I mean, like I said, it's good for me, but I mean, it is if you notice, they're not closing any liquor stores, due to COVID. They're going to be open, and then most tobacco lounges are open in some form or fashion, or you just order your cigars online. So those vices have really taken off because everybody's just sitting around and working from home, or they're unemployed at the moment. So yeah, it really helped us out.
Yeah, one thing I noticed about you, man, you have a strong social media presence out there.
Yeah. We're getting there.
And does that usually generate a lot of your orders?
Yeah, people are curious what exactly Black Star Line is anyway. Some people don't know if I own a lounge or if I'm a brand or what, because I get that question all the time. But then when they go to the website, they see that, their cigars and the cigars are from El Tiden de Bronze and they're from Aganorsa Leaf. So yeah, then the conversion rate, it turns into them just looking at the website to convert into an actual sale.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I saw you have a lot of my friends that I didn't know. Like, you posted a picture of one of my friends that owns Guidance Whiskey, Jason.
Oh, yeah.
One of your posts. Yeah.
In the preliminary stages of doing an event with each other, and we're thinking about in Memphis.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, at the G spot.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, what was the first cigar that got you hooked on to smoking?
Well, the first cigar that I smoked was a Black Pearl. I don't know that's made by. That's the one that actually made me sick.
Yeah.
The first cigar that I actually really liked that didn't make me sick was Drew Estate's Dirty Rat. So
Yeah, that's one of mine. That's one of the ones I like to smoke every once in a while. The Dirty Rat.
yeah. Early on, I was a really big Drew Estate fan. Not to say that I'm not now. I just don't smoke them as much because like I said, I'm all over the place with brands.
Yeah.
But early on, I've probably smoked almost everything that Drew Estate has. On up to the Unico A's and the Manifestos and stuff like that. So
Cool.
So tell us a little bit about the name. Why the name Black Star Line Cigars?
Paying tribute to Marcus Garvey. So Marcus Garvey had a shipping company called the Black Star Line, in which his intentions were to take goods from here to Africa, to Ghana, and different parts of Africa, and even people. Unfortunately, the ships that he bought weren't seaworthy. They were damaged, a little beat up, so he didn't feel he could make it that far. So he did a lot of trading in the islands, in the Caribbean, and that type of thing. So further history on that: the Black Star Line, Marcus Garvey's Black Star Line, is a spinoff of the White Star Line, and the White Star Line is the company that made the Titanic. So,
Oh, I like that. So, thinking about the line of cigars and the infused cigars, what would you recommend for somebody who's a novice, like you were back in the day, just starting out, and then contrast that with someone who has an experienced palate? Which one of your cigars would you pair with them?
For a novice, I'm not a huge fan of starting people that are just starting out. I'm not a huge fan of referring them to infused cigars. So me personally, I probably would, it still may be a little bit strong, but I probably would refer them to the Sun-Grown Habano. That's my blue and black label. Because I like to start people off with a milder cigar, that it won't be too harsh for them. And that's the mildest one that I have. It's not mild, but it's the mildest one I have, But if I had a milder non-infused cigar, that would be where I would start them, man. But I don't have a mild cigar at all. But if they're opposed to, like say they tried the blue and it was too strong, then I would have to revert to maybe the vanilla bourbon, because that one's not strong at all. It's just, it's got a lot of flavor in it. And the vanilla and the bourbon in the stick, they're very pronounced. So you could taste it really good. You could smell it too. It smells pretty good, So so if they felt the blue one was too strong, I would just go ahead and send them to my infused ones. Even though, because I don't like infused cigars. I make them for people that want them. So I've smoked everything that I have, but I don't enjoy anybody's infused cigars, including mine. So, yeah. Now, if you're an experienced smoker,
yes, my fault. I was going back to the second part of the question.
Oh yeah, so experienced smokers, you can't go wrong with my Mexican San Andreas, the Sun-Grown Habano, or Woolwich. All three of those are for more experienced smokers. The Mexican San Andreas is a full body cigar. The Sun-Grown Habano is a medium full. Woolwich, it just depends on what you did that day. How much you ate, if you had enough water that day, and how many cigars you smoked that day, because depending on how many times you smoke and if you have a full stomach and all, Woolwich may come off light to you. Now, if you haven't eaten, or you didn't eat enough, or that's your first cigar of the day, it might beat you down, because it's got a kick to it. It's not an ordinary Connecticut at all. Because most Connecticut's, like, say hypothetically, or not hypothetically, like Monte Cristo, Connecticut. Those are, they're mild, or Romeo and Julieta. Those are milder cigars. This cigar from Aganorsa Leaf is not mild like that. About the halfway point, it ratchets up in strength, and then you'll feel it, So
So out of your cigars, is the Warwich your best seller? What's your best seller?
Yeah,
Cigar?
Warwich is the best seller. Yep.
Okay.
Warwich is the flagship cigar that I have right now.
Yeah, I just ordered some and they're sold out.
Yeah.
I tried to get some. I went ahead and got the San Andreas though, and
okay. Yeah. Here's the thing. Warwich is the best seller, but the San Andreas is rated the highest. So if anybody asks me my opinion on which one me personally, I like the best, the San Andreas one to me is the best, you know. But Warwich, in my opinion, Warwich is just like a step behind it, you know.
Gotcha.
But the Mexican San Andreas was rated a 92 by Stogie Press. The Sungrown Habano and Warwich were both rated 90 apiece. So all three good ratings. I felt this should have been a little bit higher. I thought it should have been a 94, 92, 92, but I'm not a reviewer. So it was just little, when I read the reviews, it was just little nitpicky things they were taking points off for. And, you know, so, but that's just how it goes, you know. So I'm not a professional reviewer. So that's just my opinion.
Gotcha. So we know that you like to sip on a little scotch. What would you? Which one of your cigars would you pair with sitting down, sipping on your best scotch?
For the Mexican San Andreas, the official pairing is Brook-Lighty PC10. The secondary pairing that I came across is Ardbeg 5, the 5-year that just came out. It's called Wee Beastie. That Mexican San Andreas does really well with smoky peaty scotches. The Sungrown Habano goes well with Brook-Lighty Classic Lighty. Now that's the bottle. It looks like it's a blue bottle. It's like a Tiffany color blue, you know. So that's the official pairing for the Sungrown Habano. And it actually took me a long time to find that pairing because everything I tried with it just wasn't hidden. Like the pairing with the San Andreas was like heaven. You know, everybody I tell to try it, even if they don't like a peaty smoky scotch, when they have it with that cigar, they like it. You know. When I finally found the Sungrown Habano, it probably took me like 9 months to find that pairing because I was trying a bunch of different stuff with it. Scotch. And like I said, I'm not a bourbon or rum guy, but I even went off into bourbon and rum trying to find which one I thought would work best. And I still didn't find anything. And I finally picked up that Classic Lottie and I had it with it. And I was like, oh, this is it. You know, I knew from as soon as I took that sip in the smoke, I was like, I knew that was it. Warwich. Yeah, it's good. Warwich, the pairing right now is 4 rows of single barrel.
Okay.
So, and I'm saying that's the pairing right now because I like it, but a lot of people that are big time bourbon heads, and which I'm not, when I mention 4 rows of single barrel, they're like, ugh, like I don't really drink that. I drink XYZ, you know. So I have to get with some of my bourbon heads and see what are they pairing it with, and then I'm gonna go buy the bottle because I got to try it myself. So because like I say, I really don't like bourbon, but I'll bite the bullet and buy the bottle, and and test it out for myself. Because if I'm gonna put it on the Instagram, take pictures of it and tell everybody, hey, this is what we're pairing it with, then I need to check it out myself. So, but right now it's 4 rows of single barrel. That goes really well with that stick.
Nice. So are you currently working on any new blends that you could tell us about? Give us a little sneak peek on some new blends.
Yeah. I'm actually doing a stick for a retired NBA player. It's a 6x60. It actually has a Mexican San Andreas wrapper on that one as well. And then the binder, it's a Criollo binder and Condega and Jalapa filler, if I remember right. So I smoked one a couple of days ago, and it was really good. Like I couldn't even front. I had one of my buddies smoking too, and he was like, man, you're 4 for 4, and talking about all the sticks. Like I have 3 right now, and this will be the 4th one. So he was like, dude, because he's a manager of a cigar lounge down in Atlanta, and he told me, he was like, man, I'm really proud of you, man, because he was like, this will be your 4th good cigar. Because he smoked all 3. He actually, since he's been up here, he's been smoking my cigars every day, And when I let him try that sample, he was like, outside of the size, because a lot of true smokers, they like 6x6 is a little bit too big. We like a lot of smaller ring gauges because you get the smaller the ring gauge, the more flavor you're gonna get out of the wrapper, But despite the size, it's a damn good stick. So I'm really excited to put this one out. So I'm actually gonna be meeting with a retired NBA player either tomorrow or Saturday because he's in town. So because he wanted to smoke some more of them, so I got some more samples, and we're gonna finalize what our terms are as far as legalities and financial stuff. And then once we have that finalized, I already completed the band. The artwork for the band is done. We got the cigar already done. We just need to design the box, and then we're gonna be ready to rock and roll with that stick. So hopefully it'll be out like January, because he ideally he wants it out like right before All-Star Weekend. So yeah, because I'll be doing some parties with him and promoting the stick. So that's gonna be hot.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, that one's coming out of Aganorsa Leaf as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I am the unexperienced smoker of the crew.
Okay.
I am still stuck on the infused cigars. Actually, I got a couple of friends, couple of bros up here who own shops. Really, they opened the first all black shop in Cleveland, and they don't smoke. They don't smoke infused cigars anyway. But and they're always looking at me like, nah, I'm cool, but you go ahead. But when it comes to your infused line, your infused cigars, I know that you originally offered the bourbon, the rum, and the coffee. As a matter of fact, that's what I ordered. That's what you sent to me.
Okay.
Are there any other, for those of us who aren't the hardcore smokers or the more serious smokers, are there any more infused blends that you have coming?
Yeah. So right now we have vanilla, bourbon, rum, and coffee, as you said. Rum and coffee are going away like really soon, maybe in the next week or so, because for one, my inventory of it is low, and then two, outside of the sampler, it's not selling like the vanilla bourbon does. Like the vanilla bourbon is people go ape shit over the vanilla bourbon. Like I've literally sold like at least 300 vanilla bourbon in the last 2 days. So. And here's the thing people don't know is I infuse all the cigars here myself. Like the factory has nothing to do with it. I do it all here. So the ones that are going to replace, and I got to see how these are going to sell, if they're going to be permanent or not. The ones that are replacing the rum and coffee are a peach cognac, and that's a 6x60. So it's a bigger ring gauge, and then it's a peach cognac. I have another batch of vanilla bourbon, and then the other new one I have is it's an apple whiskey. So it smells wonderful when I open up the Tupperware to check on them and make sure they're all right. They smell really good. I still wouldn't smoke them, but they do smell. They do smell good.
Hey, well, thank you on behalf of the light smokers. You know?
Well, that's the thing is like when I would throw events, I would get people that were either just really coming to support me, and they were only smoking a cigar because they were coming to support me, or they never really smoked before, or just occasionally, and they were kept asking, and I was like, you know what, let me make something so everybody would be able to enjoy themselves, and I did, and it worked out well.
I get it. So my next question is, as you could tell from the first one that I asked, I'm really big into the thought that you put behind your product. Okay. I noticed that there's a lot of symbolism when it comes to your product. When it comes to the wrapping, the stars about the Chicago flag, but for example, I wanted to know, why was it so important for you to pay homage to the police with a blue wrapper for I think it's the Nicaraguan sun grown, and then the red for the San Andreas? Is it just because you're a firefighter and your partner's a cop, or can you explain a little bit more on that?
Yeah, well, I'm a Chicago firefighter. Chris is the Chicago Police Department, so he's a police officer here in Chicago. And then we work hand in hand here in Chicago. If there's like say somebody got shot, of course we're coming because we're the EMTs and paramedics. So we're coming to help the people that are hurt. But the police have to protect us while we're doing it because we don't have any guns.
Right.
So we don't. If we show up on scene of somebody getting shot, somebody was shot, and the police aren't there, we can't even go over and help the people until the police get there. So we work hand in hand. Despite the recent climate of police officers and the shootings and things like that, we do work hand in hand, and we help each other out. Now, where I take a shot at the police with the cigars, the Mexican San Andreas is the red and black because it's the stronger one. It's the strongest. So that's just like me poking some fun at them.
I got you.
So you already gave us the preview of your bling coming out. Are there any other celebrity pair you should be looking out for?
It's a new, and he owns a chocolate company. They call him Willy Wonka.
Oh, okay.
And we're potentially gonna do a Warwich chocolate.
Oh.
So when I get Warwich back in stock, I'm gonna make sure he gets some of them so he can sit down, smoke them, and then see what chocolates he can make and pair with them. And then we're trying to, put that together as like a little package.
Okay.
I'm also working on, not working on, I already have it. I'm just waiting for Warwich to get back in stock. There's a Warwich coffee as well. So I'm partnering with a popular coffee company here in Chicago called Dark Matter Coffee. And, he already got the samples here. I already had it with the cigars, and they taste, I'm not even really a coffee drinker, but it tasted good to me. So that's another thing we're working on. I am carried by Privada Club, so I do have a joint stick coming out with them through AJ Fernandez. So that's gonna be pretty hot, especially when you all see the band and see what we're naming it. I think people will really like it. So, but I'll reserve that for next time y'all have me on. I'll have some updates for you. I'll be able to spill some more information there.
All right, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So, cigars are a daily operation is your slogan.
Yeah.
And I noticed, man, that's the name of a album by Gangstar.
Yep.
You a big Gangstar fan, big hip hop head?
Yeah. I definitely am. Yeah. So that's why we named it. That's why that's where the slogan came from. Cigars are a daily operation is because of Gangstar and that album.
Why that album?
It's one of the doper ones outside of Moment of Truth. That's the other one that I really like gravitate towards. But a lot of the songs that's on Daily Operation, it really resonated with me. And it's, Primo's doing his thing, Guru's doing his thing. It's just classic Gangstar stuff. So, and I just felt like, it'll be a dope slogan, and it's a good way to pay homage to Guru,
R.I.P. to him, man. His death was crazy, man.
Yeah.
Stuff surrounding it. So.
Yeah. So I pay homage to people that have come before us and passed on, man, because I think that's part of Black Star Line's strength too. There's the ancestors are backing us, man, and trying to help us win. So,
who you currently listen to now? Because I'm a hip hop head, so.
Joey Badass. I've been listening to his EP that came
EP,
out.
Nice.
Yeah, that's dope. I was checking out Nas's last album. That's pretty dope.
That is dope.
I listen to a lot of Sean P, man. Sean Price he's in my top 5. And when he died, I missed that dude to death, man. So a lot of Sean P, Smith and Wesson, a lot of Duck Down stuff. KRS-One is my all-time favorite. I listen to all the older stuff. Some Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Coogee Rap. I go. I'm the youngest of 5, man. So everything my older brothers were listening to, I was listening to.
Yeah.
So that's why some people because I'm 43, and but my music, hip hop knowledge goes back before that. Before because I was hanging around my older brothers and listening to what they were listening to. So all the stuff that they got, I got. So that's why me and Ed Lover got along really well because I could sit there and hold a conversation about hip hop with him. And I didn't sound like an idiot. So yeah.
Old
Now,
school toast. So what do you listen to when you're smoking? Is it just a variety or new stuff, or you listen to the old stuff, or
how can I say it? A lot of times I'm listening to old stuff. I'm always looking for new stuff to listen to.
Yeah.
And then what I like to do, especially if some of my guys are over, and I think this is fun because we're sitting up smoking and we're evaluating. I like to listen to albums I didn't like when I was younger to see if I like them now in a different mind state. You know what I'm saying? Like Souls of Mischief, I really don't mess with them. I didn't like them when they came out because I don't like their voices. They sound like cartoon characters.
Yeah.
So, we checked out, was it 93 to Infinity? And I was like, man, I still don't like it.
Now, has anything happened in reverse? Like, have an album that you used to like and now you don't like it? You don't like it now?
I'm trying to. It has happened. I'm trying to think who it was though. I can't think of it off the top of my head. It has happened once or twice, and I was like, man, this doesn't sound like it. Like it did. But I'm trying to think of which one it was. It was something recently too. I can't remember. But so we do that. We do that for fun.
That's cool.
And just pull out albums and because it's just a good discussion piece while we smoking. So. Mm-hmm.
So I had a question, man. I was watching one of your other interviews, and I saw that you're a martial artist.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I always think that that's cool when I see or meet people that are doing things that are what many would consider outside of the box, of the norm.
Mm-hmm.
What do you study, and how long have you been studying?
Let's see. My son is 21, so I've been studying for 20 years. I'm a member of the Green Dragon Society here in Chicago. So Green Dragon Society is a mixture of Bagua, Singi, and animal styles. So I know different styles of Tai Chi, Chin, Sun, some other ones. A couple of different styles of Bagua, a couple of different styles of Singi. But I also know a little bit of Wing Chun, a little bit of grappling. I know other little bits of other systems as well. So so that's like I said, I've been studying for a long time. I'm a Sifu in the school, and I've taught many people. I don't teach as much now because I don't have as much time, but so I've been training for a long time.
Folks should make sure they shouldn't run up on you too fast when they see you in the street.
It would be the brightest thing.
Would be the brightest thing. I got you.
Yeah, especially since I'm more into gun fu now than anything. Conceal and carry. The conceal and carry is really what you should be worried about.
So, all right, that brings up my next question, and this is a serious question. Don't want to catch you too far off guard, but who's the greatest Hollywood martial artist of all time? And I'm gonna give you a list, okay?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And this is besides Bruce Lee, so no cheating and just saying Bruce Lee, okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jet Li, Van Damme, Seagal, or my personal favorite, Wesley Snipes.
Well, Van Damme and Seagal are out for me. You go ahead and scratch them off the list automatically.
Terrible,
Yeah, you can scratch them off the list automatically. It will be between Wesley Snipes and Jet Li.
Okay.
And only reason why I would kind of lean towards Jet Li because I've actually seen him train. I've actually been to his school in China where he trained at as a kid. Because I've trained in China several times too, so I know how they train, and I've seen videos of him doing different styles and stuff like that. And he's not just actor. He actually, he practices. Wesley Snipes is tough, but I've never seen like his training, so I don't know. I can't really speak on like him or Michael Jai White. Like I've seen stuff Michael Jai White does, and he's cold. And I just don't know what extent of his training he's done. But like I've actually seen Jet Li stuff, and so I would temporarily lean towards Jet Li until I did some more research on what Wesley Snipes knows and that type of thing.
But Wesley could make a come up, is what you're saying. If the training looks right,
you gotta give the brother a chance.
Oh yeah,
man. You gotta give the brother a chance.
Oh yeah. I mean, I like some of the stuff he did in the movies. I just don't know if is that just movie stuff or is that But I know he does train for real.
I wanted to use him while he was in prison.
I guess if somebody
don't mess with me.
Give her back there.
Give him back.
Yeah, I guess if somebody trying to take his manhood, he better do something.
So before we get you out of here, is there? Or I actually kind of have a compound question. The first part is there anything that we haven't discussed or haven't gone over that you want to highlight? That's the first part, and the second part is if you could go back to 2019 when you were getting this started. Okay, actually officially getting the business started. What advice would you give Eric from 2019 or anybody looking to get into your business on, some of the pitfalls to watch out for or just the things to keep in mind?
Okay. Well, with that part, I would tell my last year version of myself, don't give out so many samples. Because initially we gave out too much free product. And and we found that people just wanted free product, and they never intended to support us, So that would be the first thing. And then the first part of the question, remind me of what it was.
Is there anything that we haven't covered that you would like discuss?
The website is www.bslcigars.net. I did put in the I gave you all a discount code for the site, particularly for this podcast. I can't remember what it is now, but I think Faith gave it to you.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll get it. We got it.
If people are looking to purchase at a local retailer, I do have a retailer page on the site, and it lets you know all the retail partners that I currently have, the online sites as well as physical shops, so people can go in there and they can look and see, if there's a shop that's local to them, if they want to just go swoop by and just pick up some sticks. So, and also a lot of the places that are listed on there, they do ship as well. So you could call the shops and see, if they're willing to ship to you, if they have them, they'll ship them to you. Yeah, I mean, other than that, no, I mean, we touched a lot of stuff.
Okay. Is the website the best way to get in contact with you? Or do you prefer
IG,
I mean,
yeah, you could email me from the website or people send me messages on Instagram all the time. The Instagram is just Black Star Line Cigars, and same thing for Facebook. Like I said, a lot of people reach out to me either or, email, send me an instant message, or the DM on Instagram. So I respond to everything. So. I even responded to a guy that emailed me yesterday, and the email looked like it was written by a second grader. So
you work with everybody,
right?
Yeah. Like when I say like a second grader, like the whole, it was an email and the whole message didn't have any punctuation in it at all.
One sentence.
Yeah, it was one long sentence.
Oh wow!
And then it was like gibberish too, and I was just like, all right. But hey, like I said, I'll respond.
Money's green, man. Money's green.
That cigar you were smoking was hitting hard.
Just send them like, hey, thank you.
Yeah, I just got mine in today. Just literally like an hour before we started recording. So,
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Man.
Well, I appreciate the support.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. We support you, man.
Thank you.
We'd love to have you back if you have some new products coming out. Also, man, we appreciate you giving us a coupon code for our listeners out there, man. So all y'all out there who listen to the Urban Retrospect, man, please support this brother right here, man. You know, like I told you earlier, all of us gave the fist up. So
that's right.
And you know, I love your product, man. I sit back
Thank you.
on the weekend, you know, either I drink rum with it was good, bourbon with it was good. I'm gonna try that Port Lottie Scotch you was talking about with it.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you, brother, man, and great success to you.
Thank you.
Bro.
Thank you. I appreciate the support.
No problem.
Well, we reached the end of the show. We got Rand's gonna give us a closing word of wisdom.
All right. Well, I've been thinking about this, and one word came to my mind is embrace. And what I mean by that is embrace this time in history. When we were younger, we read about history and thought about the people at the lunch counters and John Lewis just passed, and that was history. But they didn't know they were going to be part of history to this amount. But think about what we are going through as far as a pandemic. Think about the historic VP nomination that happened tonight. I mean, that is history that we're living through. We were all blessed enough to see the first Black president as well. So embrace this time in history. It's tough. The struggle is real, but we need to embrace what we're doing and what we're doing to change the world. So I encourage you to embrace where you are in your life, embrace what you're doing to change the world, and continue to do that.
And vote.
And vote.
Please.
Sure.
Vote early, because they're gonna try to have shenanigans early. Make sure you register to vote. Once again, I'm gonna give a big shout out to Black Star Line Cigars.
Yeah.
I want to pick some up. We're gonna have the info in the description below and also at the end of the show. So make sure y'all go out and purchase them.
But if you
our
want to
goal is
go to www.bslcigars.net.
Sure.
Sorry about that.
and y'all hit them up. All right, man. Thank y'all for checking us out again. We really appreciate the positive feedback we got from y'all, and continue to subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Y'all follow us, and we appreciate
Shoot us
y'all.
an email. Shoot us an email. We have the email. Everything's the same.
Yes. Urban Retrospect. Also, if y'all know any Black-owned products that y'all want to see us review, hit us up.
Yeah.
And we'll see if we can review them. All right. Y'all have a great day. Peace, love, and retrospect.
Love and retrospect. I like that.